Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? You guys all having a pleasant evening? I can tell you, oh, there you go. Been a little hot and sunny down here in Marathon today. Hardly any breeze at all. Let me show you the harbor. There's the view of the harbor right now. It is flat and calm and no wind and hot. It's been hot today. Not as hot as it's gonna get, but it was hot today. So, and we know what's best to do when it's hot, don't we? Oh, sorry about that. Kind of bumped you around a little bit. There you go. Best thing to do when it's hot. Hey, good people, how you doing? Well, anyhow, gonna enjoy our sunset this evening. Have a nice conversation with you guys. Hey, there's the king. Hey, Elvis, what's going up, brother? How you doing? Oh, I got tarpon surfacing on the water here next to me, and I seen dolphins a little bit ago. Gonna be possibly an interesting evening. Can't see it from the direction you're looking right now, but there's a lot of empty mooring balls, as you can see. There's 2 boats missing here to the side of me. Oh, hey, pilot, what's going on, brother? Yeah, pretty quiet day. Hey, Michael, how are you? Pretty quiet day in the hood. Can hear a lot of conversations going on, a lot of boats, a lot of people having parties, and socializing and firing up their sundowners in the cockpit. I mean, that's what we do. We enjoy our day, and when it comes evening time, you go sit out in the cockpit of your boat and you lounge out and you drink a beer, you know. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're just sitting here drinking a beer. So, oh, let me see what else I missed here. Say, hey, Dan. Hey, Martin, how you doing? I don't feel much better. My voice is pretty raspy. Hey, Marie. It's been raining. Huh, okay. Hey, Douglas. Gavin. Wayne. Huh. Okay, well. Yeah, just a good day to hang out here, kick back and relax. A lot of ugly stuff going on in the news today. Nothing really great. I guess certain politicians are, whoa, fish just jumped. Certain politicians are shooting off their mouth where they shouldn't be, and I don't know. All in all, fairly quiet news day after yesterday, so hello, Living Free. That was a book. There's a book, Living Free. That was a sequel to the book Born Free, written about a lady in Africa who raised some baby lions. So sell Elvis your boat. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Trade him my boat for the Lisa Marie, huh? Boy, wouldn't that be a turnaround, huh? I'll go RVing and he can get out here on the boat and sit out here in the boat and drink beer. Here's to you. Oh, man. Altogether, pretty quiet. Pretty quiet day, actually. Pleasant day. Took the dog for her morning walk, threw the stick for her. She bit her stick in half today. She ruined her stick. So I'm going to have to find her another stick. And that stick was just nice. It was just the right length, just the right size for throwing. It was a good throwing stick, but she bit it in half today. New stick time, I guess. Anyhow, I took her for her morning walk and threw the stick. She had fun doing her business, whatever. And played in her little bit of puddle. Wasn't much of a puddle left, but she played in her puddle a little bit. She really likes that puddle. She likes getting in that and splashing around when there's water in it. But unless it rains, there's never any water in it. So, but when it does rain, she's pretty quick to jump in there. So anyhow, oh, let me see what I'm missing here in the chat. I got a lot of sun in my eyes. Okay, LOL. Do a straight across trade. That would be funny. Where's Lily? Lily's right here. Blah, 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 blowhards. You got the easy part done. I do, huh? I did, huh? The easy part done. Well, tell you what, one blowhard to another. Let's say you take a 40-year-old boat, 2,800 miles, with no money. See how much you're a blowhard. Oh, I gotta laugh at trolls like that. They're so funny. You get people like that never accomplished anything in their entire life. I'm not saying I accomplished anything great, but you know what? 2,800 miles in a 45-year-old boat. I mean, isn't that with a 74? How old's 74? 25, 35. Yeah, about a 40-year-old boat. Well, here's what it is. 40, 45. Isn't that 45? Is that 45 years? I don't know. I'm too damn tired to do the math. 2019 minus 1974. How many years is that, kids? You guys all got your phones handy. What's that? I'm gonna have to go to my calculator. I'm too tired. 2019 minus 1974. Yeah, that's what I thought. 45 years. I was right. Yeah, 45-year-old boat. 45-year-old boat, 2,000 miles. 2,800 miles, actually 2,800 and change. And it's still floating. I've been down here for 3 months, 4 months now. It's still floating. Hell of a deal. Hell of a deal, kids. So let me give you something better to watch than looking at me. You guys can check out the harbor. So these guys are doing something. They're working on their boat. I can hear them talking over there. They're monkeying around with something. Bit of a nautical flea market tomorrow. I've got a bunch of old lines and stuff I'm going to take, see if I can't raise some money out of it. All the old lines I took off the boat. Somebody out there make good use of them for something, so. 45, yeah, okay. I don't ever figure out how old I am. Well, I know exactly how old I am. I'm 60. 60 and a half, actually. More than 60 and a half. I'll be 61 come August 11th. 5 more, yeah, I'm more than 60 and a half. Time lies when you're having fun, friends. Time flies. Flies tie when you're having fun. How long has it been since you got your boat? Is it a year? April, I bought it the last day of April. April 30th, April 31st, something like that. April, the last day of April. So May 1st will be a year I've had the boat. This time last year I was boat shopping. I was looking through Craigslist trying to find a boat. So, man, all of a sudden my phone darkened up, making it even harder for me to see this. Boat still has lots of miles. Oh yeah, man, it's got a long ways to go. It's in great shape right now. Yeah, the boat's ready. The boat's ready to go. It's ready for a new owner to take it someplace. It really is. People carrying on. Have you seen Learn the Lines anywhere? I have not, Dan, no. No, when they first came into the harbor, before they came to the harbor, they were anchored out outside the anchorage even, out in the open. And I had offered them use of my dinghy because they didn't have a working motor. But they have a working motor now. They're keeping to themselves, I guess. I don't know. Antisocial, I guess. I've opened the door to chat with them and have them come on the live stream and whatever, but they don't seem too interested. So that's their problem. No class. No class. Oh. No doubt too chicken shit from the trolls to do anything, but what the hell. You know, you get these people, ignorant people that believe all this nonsense that the trolls had been talking about. And I'm fine with it. You know, actually, it's been really a good tool for me. It's helped me out immeasurably. because it's made it pretty clear to me that anybody that would believe that kind of nonsense, not anybody I want to have in my life. Makes my life that much easier. So helps me sort out people pretty quick. So if they're that way, yeah, I tried to reach out to them and offer them a dinghy ride, but she's teaching school there now, huh? Teaching school, really, huh? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I offered to help them out, and they just sort of, I don't know, never heard a word from them. So, but I guess that they're going to teaching, it makes me wonder if they're going to be doing too much more sailing. Don't know. I don't follow their channel. I don't watch their videos, so I don't watch anybody's videos. I barely have enough bandwidth to make my own videos, my own live streams, not worrying about theirs. So, very busy working on boat projects. Okay. Like sailing school, huh? Ooh, you get them, dog. Get them. You get them. Oh, now she's getting all the dogs in the neighborhood barking. So, the arsonist of Madison County. Okay. Not sure what that's about. Lily, that's enough. Quiet. Here. You be quiet. That's enough. Here. Here. Good girl. You stay here. You don't need to be barking at anybody. There's nobody bothering you. There's no reason for you to make any noise. Nice and quiet out here. Let's leave it be that way, okay? Now she barked. Now other dogs are barking. Oh, well, whatever. So, she's teaching sailing is what I was asking. I have no idea what she's teaching. I don't know. Don't follow him. My dog never barks. Yeah, I wish mine never barked. She didn't used to bark at all when she was younger. Just seems like lately here on the boat. And it seems like lately here on the boat, I mean, like the last month or so, she's been barking a lot on the boat, which is really weird. So, Lily's version of a concorn. Maybe, but... Ooh, ouch. The Band-Aid boat removed his Band-Aid. I can see the damage done to the side of his boat. Wow, he really poked a hole in it. Ouch. Big old tear in the side of his boat. I mean, nothing that's not fixable. It could be repaired, but let me show you. You see his boat? See the damage there to that port light? That's where he had that Band-Aid on there. Sorry, getting a little cable in the way. There you go. Anyhow, hard to hold the camera that still when they're zoomed in. Okay. Hard hit, yeah. Yeah, they hit something. They hit something or something hit them or they got bounced up against something. We see a lot of that in the harbor. There's a ton of boats here in the harbor that have damage done to them. I mean, a ton of them. I would say probably 20% of the boats here in this harbor are damaged boats, where they've got their lifelines bent up, or their push pits are bent up, or their forepeaks are bent up, or they got fiberglass broken here, there, or elsewhere, and patches, and there's a bunch of beat up boats here in the harbor. There really is. So. What are your thoughts on the massacre that happened here, Carl? I see what you said the other night. My dog never barked until I had him denutted. She is subbing for a teacher on maternity leave in a public school, making money for a boat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, teachers are important. Teachers are important, so what are your thoughts on the massacre that happened here? So Kiwi guy, the The massacre that happened here, I assume you're referring to the one in New Zealand. What are my thoughts on it? Well, it's unfortunate, but I think it's the beginning of there goes a pelican. I think it's the beginning of a lot more to come. I think that was just, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of that before this is over. Before anything's over, we're going to see a lot more of that. We're going to see a lot more retaliation. I do find it, as I was saying last night, I do find it interesting that it came from New Zealand, a country that here in the United States, at least anyways, has not been in the news as having much of a immigration problem. Not like a lot of Europe and stuff is having immigration problems, but I don't know. I don't know. I found it interesting that that happened in New Zealand of all places, but there's certain people are frustrated and fed up with what's going on, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that. We've had some devastating massacres like that happen here in our country, and I think this is going to get a whole lot worse. I think we're going to start seeing a whole lot more anti-Muslim behavior going on. I'm not condoning that, mind you. I'm not telling anybody to go do that. I'm just saying I believe we're going to see more of that. No, I don't think it's a good idea for anybody to attack anybody ever. I really don't. I'm not saying I'm a pacifist. I'm certainly not a pacifist, but I think we're on the verge of a big holy war that's going to happen, and I think it's going to be the main thing going on for the next 20 years is going to be this holy war. Oh, you're welcome. Looks like a holy war starting. The shooter emailed the New Zealand Prime Minister before he did the deed. Government didn't stop him. Oh, wow. Did the government not stop him, or did the government not try to stop him? Or did they just assume he was a whack job and wasn't going to carry it out? And I think that would be my first assumption. Somebody told me they were going to go do something horrific like that. My first inclination would be that it would be a hoax, and hope I was wrong. But yeah, whether they did something to stop him or not, I don't know. Remains to be seen. I followed you for a long time, and what you said the other night just hit home. Okay, well, thanks, Kiwi guy. I appreciate you following. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I just I am fearful that we're going to have a bit of a holy war developing. Not a bit. We're going to have a biblical sized holy war developing. And it's a holy war that, has been going on since time immemorial, I mean, it's been going on forever. The Christian-Muslim battle is something. I'm going to turn this so you guys can see the sunset. There you go. I think it's been going on for a while. I think it's going to continue going on for quite some time. And I don't mean just, our lifetime. I mean centuries. It's been going on for centuries. It's going to continue to go on for centuries. Millenniums, actually. I mean, millenniums. I think from the first moment the first Muslim met the first Christian, they tried to kill each other, and been doing it ever since, Of course, that's kind of one of the problems with religions, is they breed a lot of insanity. And yes, I think arming somebody and killing somebody because they believe in a different God than you do, I think that's insane. I don't know about your God, but my God says to treat people the way you want to be treated. The golden rule. Try to be good to one another. Try to do good in your community. But there are other religions that don't treat that. That's not what they teach. And so we have to protect ourselves. But I don't know. The world's getting complicated. Very, very complicated. And to a certain degree, guys, I mean, I'm 60 years old. I've only got another, 20, 30 years at best, maybe. And I think it's going to be a pretty ugly 20 or 30 years. I really do. I think it's not going to be very pleasant. So, anyhow, yeah, pretty horrible. You enjoy the view? Thanks. I'm glad. Yeah, I thought you guys liked seeing the sunset. It's kind of a nice one. Yep, very calm here tonight. We have only read or seen this kind of stuff from the places in the world. Never happened here before. Yeah, well, you know, you guys are too busy running around chasing sheep. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's a ticklish subject for New Zealanders, but fact is, sheep outnumber people in New Zealand. New Zealand is the world's biggest exporter of lamb meat, and you know, frankly, that's why New Zealand has always had a pretty strong relationship with the Arab countries. I mean, the Muslims like eating lamb meat. It's a staple in their diet, much like beef is here in America. So New Zealand and Australia have always supplied a lot of mutton and a lot of sheep and a lot of wool. So tough thing. It's a tough situation. So of course, right now in our country, we've got a whole big political nonsense going on. A lot of political diversion happening. Not just with a Muslim invasion, but gosh, it seems to me like we've just been invaded by idiots lately on both sides of the fence. Just really ignorant people. Everybody's all up in arms about the Republicans that voted against Trump. Well, you know, the Republicans that voted against Trump are all the presidential hopefuls. They have to define themselves away from Trump if they ever stand a chance in the primaries of getting elected. So, I mean, that's no big shock. So you get all these people that have run for office before who think they have a chance of being the next president. And, you know, they're going to try to do what they can to differentiate themselves away from Trump. So people just don't see that for what it is. I mean, that's what it is. I don't know that they really even care one way or the other. It's just political wrangling to get themselves positioned in such a way so that they're not a Trump lackey and that they stand on their own as a Republican, and maybe they stand a chance of getting through the primaries and doing something. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So okay. Really? Yeah, I'm sorry, Kiwi. I know. My day is going better, Eddie. It's going better. My voice isn't too good, but my day's been going better. Not feeling great again today, so how come no one talks about the Jew question? Well, because there hasn't been much conflict going on in that regard. That is not it. Our immigration rules are very relaxed. You get here and stay 3 months, you're a resident. Not sure what you've been told. I haven't been told anything about New Zealand. My only first-hand experience with New Zealand is how often the Welsh beat them at soccer. So I'm sorry. I'm an old Max Boyce fan. I don't know if you know who Max Boyce is, but he's a Welsh rugby enthusiast, and he talks. He does some recordings and stuff. I mean, we're talking years ago. This was back in the late mid-70s, you know. And he would talk about soccer and how the Welsh remembered fondly about how they beat Nillan-Zerwith, as they call it. Nillan-Zerwith. I've got a lot of Welsh in my background, so it always struck me as funny. That's like the Welsh's biggest thing is that they beat New Zealand once. But, oh well. Yeah, Nillan-Zerwith. Oh, man. I used to know a Welsh song. Oes gafrato, se bagatro, en aben cregagero, en mare, en avran cruidro. And it's basically a song of a hawker, a gentleman walking down through the market trying to sell wool. And of course it's in Welsh, so most of you won't understand it. But anyhow, 1976, my high school choir, we went over to Wales for a concert. We spent a week over there in the Rhondda Valley, staying in a little town called Ystrad Mynach, which was a great little town there in Wales. I remember the first night I was there, I was invited by my host family. Now, mind you, it was cold, you know, it was winter time. Even in Wales, it was cold, wet, rainy, you know, snow on the ground. And I get there and the host guy goes, "Hey, Carl," he goes, "you want to go to the beach?" I'm like, "Go to the beach? It's friggin' cold out. Why do I want to go to the beach?" He says, "Oh, no, the beach, not pub. Their local pub was called the beach." So anyhow, we went to the beach. Met the rest of the kids from my high school class, and their high school class was there, and the Welsh townsfolk was there, and I'll be damned if we didn't drink that pub dry that night. We did. We drank that pub dry. By midnight, there wasn't a beer to be had in that bar. Not a barrel, not a hogshead, not a keg, not a can, nothing. There wasn't a beer to be had. They had to pipe beer from the bar down the street. They had to pipe beer from that bar up to the bar we were in. They ran hoses and tapped the kegs in the bar down the street and plumbed the beer into the bar we were in to keep it going. I think after a week of the Americans being there in Ystrad Mynach, the bartenders retired. And of course, all of us Americans were like, "You mean we're allowed to go in a bar and drink? It's legal?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, of course. You know, in America, you aren't allowed to do that." So you're a Welshman. I'm a little Welsh. I'm a little Welsh. I'm a little Irish. I'm a little Scottish. I'm a little English. I'm a little German. I'm Scotch, Irish, English, German, and Welsh. I'm a mutt. I'm a mutt. That's what I am. Anyhow. Okay, let me see what I missed in chat. Oh, okay, I didn't miss anything in chat. Wow, you guys have been quiet, listening to me ramble on. Yep. So no, I'm not a Welshman. I'm although in Wales, in the Rhondda Valley there in Wales, not too far from Cardiff, in an area known as Caerphilly, actually, there's a castle near Caerphilly, and it has a coat of arms with our family name on it. We have a crest and a coat of arms. The Brooks do in Wales, near Caerphilly Castle. Yep, pretty cool. I saw it once. Maybe someday I'll go back and see it again. That would be fun. That would be fun. Huh. I just had a bee buzz by me. What the hell is a bee doing out here in the middle of the bay? I have no idea. That's the first bee I think I've seen in Florida. Huh. Couple concorns blowing, not a lot, some. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet and calm tonight. Just a nice, quiet, calm evening. Oh. See the guy coming down with his little skiff, motoring along. Got interesting little fenders on his corners. He's got his water jugs in his boat going for a water run. Heading over to the marina office to refill his water jugs. We've all been there, done that. Something I gotta do actually here the next couple of days. I got one full jug, but my other jug's empty. Not empty, just mostly down. Somebody asked earlier where the dog is. There she is, hanging out in the dinghy. She's just sitting down there in the dinghy, just enjoying the view. She's trying to see if I'm not paying attention so she can get in there and steal another tennis ball. That's what she's wanting to do. Nope, she's coming up. You coming up? Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. Good dog. Yes, you are. Good dog. No, get out of my face. Okay, you were a good dog. Now you're a bad dog because you got in my face. What are you doing, dog, huh? Oh, man. Ben, okay, move. You're blocking the camera. Good girl. Go on. Get down the dinghy. There you go. Anyhow, a lot of little no-see-ums around today. All day today, we've had these little no-see-ums around. There's been so little wind, we've had these no-see-ums all around today. There's not going to be much wind tonight, so the bugs are going to be out, the mosquitoes and stuff. In fact, I'll be heading down early before it gets too dark out here because I just get eaten alive by mosquitoes. There could be 500 people out here in the harbor and all the mosquitoes will come and bite me and leave everybody else alone. I must taste particularly good to mosquitoes because they certainly seem to like chewing on me. So, yeah, the lily cam, huh? Yeah, except lily cam should be on Lily, not aimed at Lily, so. I did not play dominoes this week. No, Maria didn't. As people going by, they get a kick out of watching Lily jumping around. We like seeing her too, okay. Yeah, well, she's right there. There's the Lily dog. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good dog. They blowing the concords. Ah, sit. No, get down the boat. Hey, get on the boat. Lily. Ah. She went up on the bow. A lot of concords blowing now. What time is it? I think sunset was 7:32. Yeah, so they're a little behind the sunset right now. Sunset was 7:32 and it's a little after that now, so much for that. Let's see. Got some email, nothing real interesting. I get emails for the MLS and been kind of interesting to see that every time some realtor puts a new house on the market, I get an email sent to me. So, so my phone email list builds quickly. I get email after email after email. Anytime there's a price change, anytime any realtor wants to say anything about their listing. Oh, we raised the price. Oh, we lowered the price. Oh, they painted a bedroom. Oh, we added a photo, whatever. Whatever they do, it causes a little email to be sent out to everybody. It's sort of a pain in the ass, actually. But you can't mark it as spam, because if you do that, when you do get a legitimate email from another realtor saying, hey, I have an offer on your property, you know, you won't get that email. So in the meantime, you get slammed all this nonsense. But, yeah, well, it is what it is, I guess. So. Yeah, pretty quiet evening. Neonicotinoids are bad for bees. Okay. Throughout North America, yeah, bees are in decline. Absolutely. Well, Napoli, where I'm at, there's just not a lot of agricultural stuff. Everyone's asking about the bees. Okay. So where I'm at, there's just not a lot of agricultural activity down here in the Florida Keys. So you wouldn't expect there to be much of a bee population down here. Most of the bees left in the world are actually bees that are being grown by a, I forget the term for somebody who raises bees. It's not an arborist, but it's something like that. Anyhow, they're commercially operated bees that are run for honey or to work in agricultural areas to pollinate fields. So you don't have too many wild populations of bees left anymore. In this particular case, that was a little honeybee that buzzed by me, but I'm not aware of anybody here in the Florida Keys that's keeping bees. Somebody might be. I mean, certainly could. I don't know what they would be pollinating down here. There's no crop. You know, usually they would have bees. Like when we lived in Montana, they would have massive fields of bees where they'd be down there trying to, you know, have the bees help pollinate the wheat fields, because there was a lot of wheat in Montana. Up in Alaska, people would actually, you'd have to import the bees there because bees couldn't survive the winter in Alaska. It was too cold up there. So every year that you would buy nuck boxes, they would call them nuck boxes. You'd buy a nuck box full of bees. I don't know how many bees were in a nuck box, 5,000 or some bees in a nuck box. You had a queen and about 5,000 bees, and you'd put that in your beehive. I used to keep a beehive there by my cabin in Alaska. Probably still sitting back there in the woods. I doubt the new owners even know it's there. But yeah, we used to keep a bee house back there, and we get our nuck box out of bees and we put it back there because we wanted the bees there to pollinate the vegetables and stuff in the garden and what have you. And without importing the bees, you wouldn't have any of that. Well, interestingly enough, I gotta turn around here, guys. Hold on. Oh, the sunset's kind of done anyway. Let me get you guys turned around here for a second. Hold on a minute. There you are. There you are. So one of the guys interested in buying my boat is a bee guy. He's a bee handler. He goes out and tries to capture wild bees, which I guess there are some of those here. But he's up by Miami, Fort Lauderdale, actually. So he's a long ways from here. As he put it, it would be like a, actually I think he was farther north than that, because he said it'd be about a 6-hour drive for him to come down here and go back. Cause, hi there, how are you, dog? Because he's trying to make arrangements to come down. Hello, how are you? Are you okay? Can I have a beer? I gotta finish that one first. There you go, I finished that one. Can I open this one? Is that okay? This is my Eric Stone's beer cooler. See that? Eric Stone. Boatsongs.com. Good guy. You should check him out. Eric Stone Band. Just add rum. Eric plays all the concerts for Latitudes and Attitudes. Formerly Cruising Outpost magazine. Formerly Latitudes and Attitudes. So Latitudes and Attitudes magazine, my friend Bob Bitchin sold that to a guy who's, excuse me, screwed it up. Really screwed it up. And anyhow, there was a big lawsuit and big problems. Anyhow, a decade later now, Bob went ahead and restarted a new magazine called Cruising Outpost, or Cruising Compost, as we jokingly refer to it as. And anyhow, I just got the notice this month that Bob has bought back Latitudes and Attitudes. So the magazine is going to get its old name back, Latitudes and Attitudes magazine. So cheers to you, Bob. Good job. Not that Bob watches my channel, but good on him. Proud of him. So here you go, pilot. There's a good one for you, man. Oh, nice cold beer. Nice cold beer. A lot of, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Let me see, beekeeper. Yep, well, yeah, they are beekeepers, but there's another name for them. Run away from orange grove bee. Hey, hey, here. You be quiet. Willie, quiet. I'm making more noise than she is, yelling at her. Finally seeing signs of spring. Oh, that's cool. What's your plans? You gonna stay in Florida? I'm not saying anything about what my plans are. Sorry about that. A lot of fat carpenter bees on my back porch. Fun to watch. Yeah, bees are fun. Like per usual, us humans destroying nature. Yeah, pretty much apiarists. That's what beekeepers are for. There you go. Thanks, rejects. Yeah. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Apiarists. So, just ordered 2 packaged bees, $280. There you go. Hey, honey bees, what's going on, man? How's things on Long Island? So you ordered a couple nuck boxes then, okay? You think he would buy the boat unseen? No, not at all. I don't want to sell the boat unseen. I'm not planning on selling much longer in the future. I'm not saying anything about what my future is going to be. I like beekeepers better, reject, yeah. Yeah, well, it's simpler to say, it certainly is. But yeah, apiarists, okay. See, an arborist is someone who does trees, an arborist. I knew it was something like an arborist, but apiarist. Well, it was close. Ape instead of arp. Oh, I guess arborists are more of a pirate. Arg. Well, I just heard something splash in the water behind me. Something back there just splashed. There was a big splash back there. I didn't see it, but I heard it behind me. I'm tarpon playing around, no doubt. I don't see any indication of a splash back there, but I heard one. Huh. Oh well. Using you guys as a rear view mirror. No, probably not a shark. We don't ever see sharks here in the harbor here, but you do see, it'll be a sea monster, yeah. No, we see a lot of tarpon and dolphins in here. So you hear something splash in here, it's either a dolphin or a tarpon. Because you know, you live here long enough, you're out there. Lily ever just jump in the water? No, Lily doesn't jump into the water. Now Lily, if I go to the beach, Lily will walk into the water. She'll wade in, but she doesn't like jumping in. She has no problem walking into the water, but she doesn't want to jump in. So, no, manatees don't jump. No, manatees do not jump. So, hey, Coyote, what's up? Or a sea monster. There you go. The Kraken. That's the Kraken. That's what it is. Okay, well, I got homework for everybody tonight. I do. I have a job for everybody to do this evening. Oh, quit your woofing. There's nothing for you to be woofing at. There's just people over there getting into a dinghy. Leave them alone. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Leave them alone. You don't need to be woofing at them. No, you don't. She's looking at me like I'm an idiot. And she's right. I am. Anyhow, got a job for you. Somebody mentioned the other day about he was going to try to come up with some ideas for fundraising. So that's going to be your assignment tonight. I'm going to ask you guys to think about it tonight and report back to me tomorrow what I should do in the way of fundraising to help make it fun for you guys and to move things along. So I haven't said anything about fundraising today at all, although I need to get to that because, as always, need money. Got the mortgage or the mooring ball, yeah, the mortgage, right? The mooring ball coming up and the phone bill coming up. Those are pretty big bills coming up here pretty quickly. So I need people to start donating if they can so I can cover those. That'd be great. If I don't cover those, I can't live stream. It's just that simple. Just that simple. So anyhow, think about different things that you might want to consider for fundraising. And then different ideas, things that would be fun to do as a fundraiser. And then the other thing is, and somebody kind of suggested this to me, I hadn't given any consideration, but somebody suggested to me that I should finish the loop. And I'd like to know what people's thoughts are about that. Should I finish the loop? I'm halfway through the Great Loop. Now the Great Loop basically is from, you know, the Great Lakes, down along the coast to Florida, and then back up to Louisiana, up the Mississippi River and the Tenn-Tom and what have you, and then back up to the Great Lakes. So there's some people that have suggested to me that I should consider completing the Great Loop. And I don't know. I think Lily can handle it. The boat can do that. I would need to get the I would need to replace the battery, and I would need to get the mixing elbow fixed. Other than that, I think she'd be good to go. There would be some sailing involved going across the Gulf over to Louisiana, so I'd probably want to replace some of my standing rigging too. But other than that, she's good to go. She could just head that way. So I don't know. I've been mulling that around. Some people have been talking about that, so I've been mulling it around. Because if I'm going to do that, then I would want to start meandering that direction here fairly soon. You know, I want to be, oh, I don't know, not that soon, I guess. Be leaving here around May. So, well, yeah, I guess a month and a half. Leave here about May and start making my way up north. I don't know. It's something to think about. Always fun to dream and think about stuff, you know. So, anyhow, what did I miss here in the chat? Let me pull up so I can get here close up so I can read it. Yeah, finish the loop. Okay. Unstep the map. Unstep the mast and do it. Unstep. No, you don't take the mast down for that. Well, I would as I would go up the Mississippi River, but not for a long time. So the other day, never heard of it. Okay. That'd be so cool. How long do you think it takes to do the loop? Oh, a year? To do the loop takes a year. Going up Mississippi, have enough horsepower? Well, that's a good question, Gavin. That's a very good question. So, get biz running. Well, yeah, Coyote, that's kind of what I was thinking too, but Josh Slocum sold little squares of cut sail and signed it. Really? I did not know that, Dan, huh? 29-footer. That's it. She's a 29-foot boat. Well, yeah, I read just about saying I'm not going to do anything. I just thought it was just something fun to talk about. So, yes, Marie, Lily 2 is for sale. Grandpa sailing from, yes, Freaky Tiki. Yep, same one. Take the boat off the market. No, I would get a different boat. Oh, you originally planned? No. Yes, that is counter to what I originally planned, Michael. It is. So maybe hit Tampa. Sent you some to do as you need. Oh man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, Freaky Tiki. I remember you. You sent Bob that tiki carving thing that he had. I thought that was pretty cool of you. I remember that. That was a while ago though. But yeah, I remember that. So yeah, for those of you guys that can help out and throw some funds our way, I would greatly appreciate it. I want you to come see what I did to Cruiser's Cove. Huh, okay. Where is Cruiser's Cove? I'm not sure where that is. So, oh, cool, man. Thank you. I just got notice of your donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Be a lot of bridges to save time by unstepping a mast. I say go for it if you. Okay. Where is Cruiser's Cove? I don't remember where that is, Freaky Tiki. For some reason, I was thinking you're like in Texas or something. Social network I built specifically for sailors. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes. I've been on Cruiser's Cove before. First, Bahamas first, then finish the loop. Okay. You can't sail Lily. Why can't I sail Lily? It's in Florida. Okay. Selling real estate makes more sense. Do it in a few years. Well, Marie, that could be true too. That could be possible. I didn't say I was going to do it immediately, but yes, I had to shut it down, and now I'm bringing it back up. Okay, huh? Crab traps everywhere west of you. Crab traps everywhere, period. Let me tell you something. It was a gauntlet trying to drive through all the crab traps coming down the ICW. I mean, it was just a disaster coming down the ICW. And you know, not just here, but all the way up in the Chesapeake and all the way up north, you know, in the Delaware. There's a lot of crab traps in the Delaware. There's a lot of crab traps in the Chesapeake. And there's crab traps every inch of the way coming down the ICW. I can't remember a time on the ICW where I wasn't within eyesight of a crab trap almost the entire journey. So, anyhow, listen guys, it's getting dark. As you can see, our sun has set. We have very little color here. Counterclockwise is the normal route that they take. It is more difficult to go clockwise. Yeah, it is more difficult to go clockwise. So I sent you an invitation to your Gmail. Okay, Freaky Tiki, thanks, man. Appreciate that. So, hey, Dan, there he is. Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Good to see you here, Dan. Really appreciate everything you've done, brother. Losing my voice here again. Getting hard. I've not been feeling great last couple of days, guys. Really haven't been feeling great. So nice to be here. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on. A couple of weird things. I mean, medically, actually. Last 3 days in a row, I wake up in the morning, I feel fine. And then when I go and I eat something midday, not breakfast, mind you, but midday, from that point on, I just feel like crap. And I thought, well, okay, 2 days in a row, I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I thought, well, maybe it was the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So today I specifically did not have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I still felt like crap. So I already have PayPal with eBay. Hey, George, just go ahead and hit up PayPal, man. There's a link in the description down below, George, if you want to go to cruiserscove.com. Yeah, if you want to donate, just go to the link in the description down below. Register and type in. There you go. Yeah, Freaky Tiki, that's fine. You can go ahead and promote that on here. To get Bob to come back and everyone else that joined due to the shutdown. Well, that's all right, man. Snag 3 on Lake Pontoon. Okay, cool. Huh. Okay. Oh, anyhow, so there's that's been going on. And then today, I had the weirdest thing that I've had happen medically in a long time. For some reason, I had a shooting pain happen in my left knee. From my left knee down my leg, radiated down the leg. I mean, if it was in an arm, if it was in my left arm, I would think I was having a heart attack. But it was in my left leg. And it was painful right at the knee and then from the knee on down. And I mean really painful, like it just, you know, instantly cramped up or something. It happened to me 3 times today. I can't for the life of me get it to do that. And everything seems like it's working fine, but I'll get, for a second, I'll just get this really sharp pain and it'll go away. I mean, it's almost like it was a jolt of electricity through it or something. I mean, it almost felt like an electrical shock through it. So I thought maybe I got bit by something, you know, or whatever, but I don't know. I've never experienced that before, and quite painful. It was very painful when that happened. So I'm a little bumfuzzled over that. I got online and I looked up different stuff, and I couldn't find anything that symptomatically made sense that why that would happen, but just sort of weird. And it happened once, it was really bad, and it happened 2 other times, not quite so bad. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a heart attack and die in my sleep tonight. And if that happens, that happens. You get to be my age, you learn to accept shit like that. So anyhow, yeah, I'm at peace with it. So what the hell? If it goes, it goes. Get together, I'll throw a couple bucks in with you. There you go. Sciatic nerve inflammation is the most common cause. Yeah, but my back's not been bothering me lately. I mean, it was a while back, but last I had a blood clot that felt like that. A blood clot. Yeah, that does bother me. That worries me. So, moonshine set on buoys. Okay. Could be pinched nerve. Yeah, I'm not feeling any kind of pinched nerve, so. The blood clot could be it. Am I dehydrated? No, I am not at all dehydrated. Nice night here in California. Hey, John, in California. Wow, man. Yep, getting my walks. Yeah, doing my daily walk, taking the dog for her walk, doing all that stuff. And in fact, my foot has been, my legs and stuff have been fine. Normally, when I don't walk for a while, I'll get a little bit of inflammation. I'll get a little, you know, for lack of a better term, gout. You know, I'll get a little puffiness in my ankle or something. But no, I've been walking every day, getting good exercise. You know, keeping my legs in good shape. That's why I thought that was just sort of odd. And you know, I could see if it was a blood clot if it happened once and that was it. But to happen 3 times, and it was right when I went to move. Like I lifted the leg and moved it or something. So, you know, maybe the nerves or the sciatica might be a better option, but just never had it hit like that before, so it just felt kind of weird. But anyhow, what do you think, dog, huh? What do you think, huh? What are you going to do, huh? If I die of a heart attack, you going to be okay? Somebody going to take care of you? Oh, are you whining over that idea? Poor dog. Poor dog. Nobody will feed you, huh? That's all you care about. That's all she cares about. I croaked. I want to be around to feed her. It's all right. She can get that. She can get to the bag of dog food. She'll be good for a while, won't you? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. What are you doing? Anyhow, listen, kids. It's getting light, so I'm gonna. It's getting dark here, so it's getting light, right? It's getting dark here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Everybody, you guys be good and be careful. Take good care of one another. In the description down below, there is a link to my PayPal. Should you be able to donate to the adventure here, I would certainly appreciate it. I got the phone bill and the mooring ball bill coming up pretty quick. And those two are the ones that always worry me each month because they're big. They're big. $266 phone bill, $348 mooring ball fee. So I need to raise about $600 between now and the end of the month, and that's a lot of money to raise. So if you guys can help out, that'd be great. And if you can't, well, that's all fine too. Also, beneath that one in the description, there's a link for PayPal. If you go and you set up a new PayPal account for yourself using my link in the description, PayPal will give you $20. You go in, set up a PayPal credit card, you put $40 in there to fund it, to get it started, and PayPal will give you another $20 on top of that. Plus, they give me $20 for taking the time here to tell you about it. So, good deal for you and a good deal for me. So, anyhow, guys, you guys be good, be careful, take good